So, in law, the next chapter is contemporary issues in business law. So, what do you mean by contemporary issues? That we have to understand first. So, contemporary issues is nothing but modern issues in business law. So, under that, there are various subtopics are given in your syllabus. First one is RTI, Right to Information Act, and what is the use of RTI, and who can file RTI, and what is the procedure of filing the RTI. Then to with whom we have to file the RTI. Then what are the commissions are there for RTI, what are the uses of RTI, that we have to see. Then similarly there is Information Technology Act under this one, that is Information Technology Act of 2000, that also we have to see, IT Act. Then there is cyber crime and types of cyber crime, various types of cyber crime we have to discuss. Then after this there is intellectual property right. So there is one separate topic, intellectual property rights. Under that there is trademarks, then copyrights. So various things comes. So that we have to discuss later. So now first let us see what do you mean by Right to Information Act RTI 2005. So in short, you can say Right to Information Act can be filed by any citizen of India. So now this is very clear. It can be filed by any citizen of India without specifying the reason. Without specifying the reason means he did not give why he is why he wants that particular information. Whatever the information he is claiming, why he wants that information, he need not give the reason. Just he have to pay the prescribed fee and apply with a specified procedure online. So now you see here it says that every citizen has the freedom of speech and expression, whereas every citizen pays a tax, and the citizen therefore have a right to know where their money is going or where their money is being spent, whether it is spent on developmental programs by the government authorities or whether it is spent in achieving the socio-economic objective. So now you know the tax rates of India, it is increasing in nature. If you compare to the other country, our taxation system, the rate of tax is very high. Why? Because government wants more money to use for infrastructural activities or for other developmental projects. So keeping in this view, RTI was enacted in 2005, way back 15 years ago, to help the Indian citizen to get the information from the government authority. So while asking the information, what type of information can be asked? That is one more thing we have to see. So here type of information we want is it should not be confidential in nature, and it should not harm the interest of any person, and it should not harm the interest of other countries also. That we have to see now. See this. Objectives of passing RTI Act, why it is passed. So first one, to promote transparent and accountability in working of every public authority. You know how public organization or public system work. So there is no transparency, even though they publish their details, account detail in the newspaper and all, but there is no transparency in their day-to-day activities. In order to bring the transparency, every citizen has a right to know where their money is being spent. So that is why he can make use of RTI Act. Second one, to secure access to the information held by the public authority. Any type of information except to the confidential information can be asked by any individual. If you see, there is to establish a machinery with investigating powers to review the decision of public information officers and penal provision for failure to provide information. So that is also involved here. See this. What do you mean by investigating power? When you ask for any details, using the Right to Information Act, what happens? Then automatically they have to give the exact detail, and by that what they are going to do, they will investigate the procedure whether it is done correctly or not, because they are bound to give correct information to the public, so they cannot give false information. So that is why investigating power and review of procedure can also be done. Then usually within how many days one person can get the information? Next thing, usually within 1 month, that is within 30 days, the person who filed the RTI, Right to Information Act, may get the required information. And if you see here, the act also requires every public authority to computerize their record. So before 1990s, before this act was formed, this act was formed in 2005. Before this, there was a manual procedure. Manual procedure, all paper documents were kept. But now it is compulsory, or it is mandatory for every public authority to use computerized procedure and keep every document available online. So that is the meaning of this one. See this, computerize their record to facilitate easier and quicker supply of information to the needy person at the time when they need such information. So that is the meaning of this one, RTI Act. So under that, right to information. Now next we want to see what do you mean by information. Information may involve various things. See this, meaning of information. Information may be of records, documents, memorandums, emails, opinion, advice, circulars, orders, logbooks, contracts, reports, sample, press release, or data material held in electronic form, and information relating to the private body which can be assessed by public authority under any law. So here under information definition is given what and all are considered as a part of information, and that person whoever is filing the RTI can get only these information. Other than this, it is very difficult to get the information. Why? Because the institute or the company which is giving the information, or the government which is giving the information, have the right to reject on the various grounds. So rejection of the form also we have to see. So now you see the meaning of information. Now we know various things are involved. So here individual can ask the information regarding any type of document, any type of accounting statements of the company, then any advices, and regarding the internal matter can be asked depending upon the situation. Then their day-to-day activities, where the money is spent, what is the CSR activities conducted by the organization. So everything comes in this. That is meaning of information. Then what are the various features of RTI? Right to Information Act 2005, that we have to see. So first feature, you see, there is a fundamental right given to every citizen of India under the constitution, as information is necessary to form express opinion. So there can be two situations here. Expressing the opinion means, one, what you can do, you can give your satisfaction towards one particular matter, or you can give your dissatisfaction towards one particular matter. So you can express your positive point, or you can express your negative point. That is why freedom of expression is given as a fundamental right. See this, it is necessary to form and express opinion, dissent or support on any matter, and to protect the right to life and liberty. Whenever you are asking the information regarding the rights, regarding the matter of life and liberty, then information must be given within 48 hours. In all other case, it must be given within 1 month. So 48 hours means within 2 days you have to get the required information. So what is the fee involved in RTI? That is also we have to see. The fees involved in RTI while filing the RTI, very minute fees are charged. That is up to 30 rupees, not more than that. 15 to 30 rupees per application it is charged, and you need not give the reason. Like I told, why you are asking for that information, that is not needed, but you have to give your name, you have to give your name, You have to give your address and you have to give the contact number and email ID. These informations are required, and other than this, no other information is needed. That is about first one. Now, second one, if you see, information can be secured within 30 days from the date of request in the normal case. Suppose if you have asked the information today, that is December 10, you may get the information by January 10. If the information is on the matter of life and liberty means some emergency situation. So in that case, the government or the respected authority cannot make the delay here. They have to give the information immediately, that is within 48 hours from the date of request. Now, third feature is every public authority is under an obligation to provide information on written request or request by electronic means. So, here what happens, there is a mode of asking for the request or mode of filing the RTI. Now it is online, before it was offline also, manual mode also. Similarly, the information can be also provided through the electronic means or by providing some attachment, some documents, or the written request also can be provided. So that is the meaning of this one, RTI, public authority under an obligation to provide information under any other mode, any two modes, either by written or by electronic means. Now, fourth one, appeal against the decisions of the CIC, that is Central Information Commission or State Information Commission, can be made to an officer who is senior in rank. What do you mean by this? Central Information Commission, there you can ask for information only when your information related to the matters of the central government. Central government matters, if there is any, then you can ask the CIC. Or else, if the matter is relating to that of state government, in that case, what happens? Then you can ask the information from State Information Commission, and you can challenge the decisions taken by the State Information Commission also. That is, suppose it is rejected, your application is rejected, you can go to the court of law, and you can ask why it is rejected. So that is the meaning of this one, fourth one. So these are the some features are involved in RTI Act, Right to Information Act. Now, what are the use or benefits of RTI, or what are the importance of RTI Act we have to see? So if you see here, first one, it is given, it helps every citizen to question, examine, review, and assess the decision. How to question the decision? You can ask any information, examine, after giving the document, you can verify, review, you can analyze, and you can satisfy yourself whether that information is correct or not. Then assess the decision, or you can give one conclusion to the decision taken by the government, and satisfy himself or herself that they are as per the principles of public interest and ethics. We have discussed one topic, that is agreements opposed to public policy. So all the information, whatever provided by the government or the concerned authority, should be according to the public interest. It should not be opposed to the public policy. Now, second one, you see, it brings a transparency and openness. So nothing is kept secret here. Everything is transparent. You can get all the information. Almost 95% of the information you can get. And accountability also, it develops in public administration, because they are accountable, because whenever you are asking information, they are under the obligation to give the information. That is second point. Then third one, if you see, it exposes corruption and nepotism, which in turn ensures clear administration or clean administration and efficient and effective governance. Why? Corruption, if there is a corruption, then you can easily make out by asking for account statement, and asking where the money is being used, where the taxpayers' money is being used. So these information you can get. Then fourth one, if you see, the act covers all the bodies such as central government, the state government, panchayat raj institution, local bodies including NGO. So central government, I already told, CIC, Central Information Commission is there. For state government, State Information Commission, SIC. Then for Panchayat Raj institution also you can ask the information, or any local bodies like municipality, corporations, and including NGOs, non-government organization. Then one more point here they have said, that is it provides a right to an individual to seek required information from the public authority on any matter without giving any reason whatsoever. This one we have already discussed. No need of giving the reason while asking for the particular information. So importance and benefits of RTI, there are total 5 points, and these 5 points you can write in your own words also, because it is not necessary that you write exact the same thing. So after this there is a request how to file RTI. Request for obtaining public information. What is the procedure? That we have to see. So this is a very small chapter, only few topics are involved. So now let us see request, how to make the request. Individual must make a written request through electronic means. That means there may be some prescribed format. Format may be there for filing the RTI, and he has to type, and he has to send with the help of electronic means, that it may be email or it may be any other electronic modes, accompanied by prescribed fee. Fees may be up to 30 rupees, 15 to 30 rupees, and not more than that. To whom? Central Public Information Officer or State Public Information Officer, as the case may be, specifying various details of the information sought by him or her. So what type of information is needed, that you have to specify, but why you want information, that is no need of specifying that. So suppose if you want information about the activities of the concern, suppose if you want information about last 5 years profits of the concern, or last 5 year trend analysis if you want to do, in that case you can ask the information from the concerned authority. Yes, and in case if you want to check any other details, if you have any doubt that these details are not going in a proper manner, then also you can ask the information using RTI. Yes, after knowing how to make the request, next thing we have to see is a suitable grounds for rejection of information. So when and all your form, that is RTA form, can be rejected. So first thing you have to see here, if it is not complete in any aspect. Not complete means as per the format you have to fill all the things. You have to fill your name, address, contact number, email ID, and what information you want, that you have to specify, and a date and a time when what the date you asked for that information, that also needed, and place, that is also needed. That is about first point. If it is not complete, then the concerned authority may reject. If disclosure of information is forbidden by law, so if as per the law, if any information like government duties, certain information regarding to arms and ammunitions, certain information which are very secret in nature, which cannot be disclosed to normal public or normal public. So in that case, this application may be rejected. Then third one, if you see, the person calls for any information involving commercial confidence, trade secret, intellectual property, the disclosure of which would harm the competitive position of the party. How it will harm the competitive position of the party, that we have to see. So there is one concept of intellectual property. So what do you mean by intellect? Yes, tell me, what do you mean by intellect? Intellectual property means what? Can you tell me now? What do you mean by intellectual property? What do you mean by intellect? Just tell me. Anyone? Amrita, Anusha, Ashish, Nisha, Kushal? Yes. So Ashish is saying here creation of mind, correct? Anything which involves creation of a human mind, that comes under intellectual property. So such property must be protected. That is why various provisions are given. Why it is to be protected? because it is your own work, it is your original work, and it should be safeguarded so that others cannot copy your work. Suppose if you have invented something, then you may ask for copyright. So there are various things are there. Suppose if there is a company, then trademark can be given. So that and all we have to discuss later. So that is about third point. Now fourth one, the information sought is in respect of occurrence of an event or matter which took place, occurred or happened more than 20 years before the date of request of information. That means you can ask only up to date information. Suppose if you are trying to ask the information something which has happened 20 years ago, in that case your forms will be rejected. Suppose if you want to know the Arshad Mehta scam 1992, that is of course now 20 more than 20 years ago. So in that case you cannot get the information with the help of RTI. You have to find by your own. Yes, so that is about fourth point, suitable grounds for rejection. And along with these 4 points, you can add your own points also. If you feel what and all on what grounds the RTI filing can be rejected. Yes. So these are the 4 points given. Now next thing we have to see is Central Information Commission. So we know whenever we are asking the details about the activities of central government, we have to go here. Central Information Commission. See this. It is set under the Right to Information Act 2005 to act upon the complaints from these individuals who do not who have not been able to submit the information request to Central Public Information Officer or State Public Information Officer. So, in short, you can say Central Information Commission is some kind of grievance redressal forum. So, here, if you have any complaints, you can go and they will cross check why your form is being rejected or what is the reason for not giving the correct information. So everything is cross checked by Central Information Commission. So now who and all are the members of this Central Information Commission, or what are the organizational structure of Central Information Commission, we have to see. So constitution and composition of Central Information Commission. So usually there are 10 members. 10 members are there, includes one chief information officer. See this. It includes one chief information officer and not more than 10 information commissioner who are appointed by the President of India. Yes. So their selection or their appointment is done by the President, other 10 officers plus one chief information officers are there. So now commissioner, what they are specialized in? They are expert in various fields like field of law, field of science and technology, field of management, field of corporate governance, field of journalism, field of social service. Why they should be expert? Because they are the authority, they cross check all the information, they should have sufficient knowledge about the information which they are cross checking. So that is why they should be the expert or specialist in particular field. Then the term of office of both chief information officer, that is the main head of CIC, that is Central Information Commission, as well as information commissioner, that is 10 other members, is usually 5 years. After that, they are not eligible for reappointment. Once their term is over, then again there is no provision of appointing them back. They have to appoint some other person. So that is the meaning of this one. That is organizational structure of Central Information Commission. Then next thing we have to see here, the powers and functions of Central Information Commission. What are the powers they may be having? So first thing, see this. It can receive the complaints from any person and can order inquiry on reasonable grounds. So complaints from any person means one who has filed RTI, one who has filed Right to Information Act because he wants some information. Their complaints can be cross-checked. And order inquiry on reasonable ground means they can ask why the concerned authority has not given the information. It may ask the government authority, it may ask the other persons also. So that is the meaning of this one. Then second one, if you see, it can summon and enforce discovery and inspection of document. If any false information is provided, then it may ask for verification or cross checking of all the accounting document or other documents. Then it can seek annual report from any public authority in accordance with the law. So annual report means it is one kind of financial statement. One kind of financial statement it can ask from prescribed authority. So it may be consolidated statement, common size statement, comparative statement. It may be anything. So yeah, they have the right to ask, and it can grant compensation in appropriate cases. To whom it can grant compensation? It can grant compensation to the person who has filed the RTI. That too, depending upon his situation and what information he has asked, and what is the loss suffered by that particular person. Usually, no compensation is given because cost of filing RTI is very less. So these are the things involved under RTI Act of 2005. So this type of question may come for 12 marks. RTI. Yes. Till now it is not asked because this is the last chapter. Only few topics are asked repetitively in examination. So after understanding what is RTI, next thing we have to see here is Information Technology Act. So RTI Act was formed in 2005, whereas Information Technology or IT Act formed in 2000. So what is the use of IT Act? As the name itself suggests, IT Acts gives recognition to the digital signature. So now here no manual signature is required even for company's document now. Computerized signature is well and good now. They need not put their common seal or any manual signature. Now, if you see all the document, this document is digitally signed. There will be one statement. This document is digitally signed, and it doesn't require any other signature. So you may have seen this information. See, this main aim of IT Act to give recognition to electronic records and digital signature. So it promotes in keeping the electronic records. It promotes in changing the manual records to the electronic records. Why? Because IT, as the name itself suggests, information technology. So it relates to e-documents, all e-documents. So now you see there is one concept of DigiLocker. Now you may be knowing this one. DigiLocker, where you can keep all the documents in the electronic form, isn't it? So do you know this one? DigiLocker. There you can save your mass card, then PAN card details, then all other things like license. Various things are involved, and that is valid. You need not have this hard copy. That soft copy itself is valid. If you download DigiLocker app, then there you can store all the information given by various government authority. And even for mass card I told, PAN I told, then various this one certificates issued by the authority, income certificate, that also you can save. Yes. Then what else you can do with the help of electronic records? So there are various system now. Filing of income tax, you may be knowing now. So how to file income tax online, and what is the procedure of filing the income tax. So there is one site, that is income tax department. There you have to go, and you have to see that whether you belong to which type of category, whether you are individual person, whether you are HUF, or whether you are a business person, that you have to see, and which type of form in which you have to file the income tax. There are various forms: ITR, IT returns, ITR forms, You may be knowing this one: ITR1, ITR2, ITR3, ITR4. There are various forms. ITR1 usually for individual, that is known as Sahaj, and there is one more form, that is ITR4, that is Suga. And while filing ITR now, there is no need of sending the document to Bangalore. So now you can e-verify that one. So now if you see all the things, all the information or all the things regarding to government, what they have done, now they are moving towards electronic system. So now there is one more thing, that like LMS, learning management system, now recently launched by the Karnataka government. There you see all the government colleges of Karnataka can come under that umbrella, and they can access to all the information. Suppose the lecture provided by the professors of various colleges, the student can access to that information. It is like a YouTube. So there is a getaway for student, and there is a getaway for lecture also. So, and what other example you can give, like recent government electronic inventions? Can you tell me now? Amrita, Anusha, Ashish, Disha, Kushal, Rajat, Vivek. Can you tell me any example of government electronic means? Yes, tell me. And you may have come across this Swayam study web for a young aspiring mind. So that is also there. There you can get various courses, and MOOC, massive open online courses. It is an initiative by the MHRD, that is Human Resource Department. There you can view all the courses freely, and what you can do after the completion of the course, you can take the exam in that particular course. Giving the course is absolutely free, and for exam you have to pay the prescribed fee. And the lectures may be given from the various institutes like IIM Bangalore, then IITs, various NPTEL, that is for Technological Institute, various things, various information you can get. The duration of the course may be 4 weeks, 8 weeks, then 16 weeks course may be there. And you can choose any field not relating to commerce only. There is no such provisions. You can choose the field of science also. That is also involved. See now, all these things covers under Information Technology Act. So now what is the objectives of information technology? So first one, see this: to grant legal recognition to the transaction carried out by the means of electronic data and other means of electronic communication. So it is relating to electronic transaction. So now there is a UPI, there are various payment system is there now. Government official payment system BMAP is there. Then phone pay, ATM, various things are there. Like online payment mechanism, and even bank net banking facilities are also governed. So for everything there is one controlling head will be there. So suppose for monetary transaction, RBI is controlling the monetary transactions, isn't it? And for net banking, concerned bank is covering that. This one, controlling the transaction. Now second one, to give the legal recognition to the digital signature for authentication of any information. So digital signature, you may be seen, it is a use of computerized signature. There may be a QR code. So what do you mean by the QR now? Can you tell me? What is the full form of QR code now? Yes, tell me. What is QR code? Full form of QR. What do you mean by QR now? Anyone? Amrita, Anusha, Ashish, Disha, Kushal. Yes, Anusha is saying quick response. Yes, QR code means it is a quick response code. By scanning that code, what happens? You can get the various information. So it is also one kind of invention. Similarly, there is a barcode is there. So various things are involved under this electronic technology, e-technology. Then to facilitate electronic storage of data. So storage of data, you may be knowing cloud storage. So what do you mean by cloud storage? Can anyone tell me? Cloud storage means you can store your data online. Like if you see Google Drive. So whether Google Drive is a cloud storage? Yes, it is a cloud storage. There you can store all your information, and without the much use of the memory of your phone or your PC, because there itself memories will be created like up to 500 GB or up to 1 TB information you can save under particular category. So that is about cloud storage. That is the objectives of information technology. Next things comes in significance that we will discuss